Hello and welcome back to the podcast that also likes dags. Welcome back to another episode of Love, Death and Movies podcast, Internet's number one film breakdown and review show, the show that crushes watch lists week after week. Every couple of months is a different genre every week, and that couple of months is a different film in that genre, so follow us and everything John's the right, let's watch the movies. Not bad for a 2-week break and coming back. Come back on the stroll. With me each and every week, Ash vs. Movies. How are you, Ash?
I am doing good. It's Saturday afternoon, and the sun is shining. Can't complain.
Hell yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm a bit jet lagged. I'm in the middle of 2 paradise holidays right now. So I get 3 working days and I go away to Fiji for another week. So
I feel so sorry for you.
yeah, it's tough.
Tough life.
It's a tough life, but no, I'm doing pretty well. Which is pretty good. But actually, we haven't done this for a couple of weeks. Did we start? Yeah, we did start the new genre, the one-word bangers. So we've done Whiplash last week. And this week we are doing Snatch, which is going to be good fun because this will be a first watch for you. I love Snatch. I think it's going to be good fun to talk about. What's been happening the last couple of weeks, Ash? Talk to me.
Yeah, it was weird that you said that because I feel like we're so ahead on recording that I'm so off right now.
Same.
What day is it?
Have we done any of these yet? Yeah.
It's April 4th, I think, today when we're recording. So, I don't know how March is already over, to be honest with you. Not a lot's been going on for me. Just work is busy. We had Scooter's birthday on Wednesday.
Oh, nice.
Turned 11. So that was
11.
bittersweet. It's getting older on me. But he went to the vet and we confirmed 2 things that we seem to have every vet tell us. He's healthy and he's super cute.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
So
you've seen him, you understand. You don't need no vet for that.
Yeah, it's nice to get confirmation though, because I'm too close to the situation.
Yeah, you're
But
like, hey, just meet. Second opinion.
But anyways, that was pretty much it. It was his birthday this week, and took Wednesday off, so I had like a weird I worked Monday, Tuesday, and then Thursday, Friday, so the week kind of flew by. And yeah, as far as reading, so we've been talking about that every time we record now. I read and finished Kill for Me, Kill for You, which I think last time we talked I hadn't finished it.
Yep.
Recommend it. Really fun, really twisty towards the last 100 pages especially. Definitely recommend. It's an easy read. And then I read The Butcher because you'd been talking about it nonstop. That was a disgusting read, but so addicting.
It's lived up to the hype, didn't it?
It did, and then some, but man, it was brutal to read.
Of course we won't do any spoilers because everyone should read Butcher by Jennifer Hillier. There's a moment in the last 40-ish pages, last bit of the book, where out loud I yelled out, "Holy fucking shit!"
I think it's probably I know the point. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
I did the same thing.
Good, and it's disgusting and gross, and just makes you feel vile. But it's so good.
Yes, absolutely. So now I'm reading a palate cleanser. After I actually had a 15 or 16-day streak where I read every day for that entire time on thrillers only. So I switched over to a Kristen Hanna book, which is more of a drama, but it's about motherly daughter type of love, huh?
Nice. She has a lot of historical dramas, doesn't she?
She does. This one's different. It's about a woman who goes through a divorce and moves back to her hometown after not being able to conceive and losing a child, at birth. And so she's kind of struggling, and then she meets a young girl and they kind of develop a bond. That's sort of the brief description of the book. I'm very early on, but I needed something that was a little bit different pace and tone than what I've been reading. So that's the only one that I owned currently that I would say, classifies as something different than a thriller.
Yeah, nice.
So yeah, we're going to do that. And then we'll go back to, I've got
The thriller watch.
We Used to Live Here, and I've got a Lisa Jewell book. Yeah, we should read that at the same time. So I'll wait till you read that to read that one. But I've got a Lisa Jewell book as well. So anyways, besides that, watching wise, I watched the movies we're going to talk about today. And I finished One Piece, the 2 seasons of that live action show that I told you about. I like it. I think it's really fun.
It looks fun. Yeah, it looks like it's just having fun with it. Yeah.
It's an easy watch. It's super cartoony, but it works. But I would say it's more mature than the live action of Avatar, The Last Airbender. That one felt a little bit more juvenile, not in a bad way, just younger audience.
I felt the same.
This feels juvenile, but still fun for adults. And a lot of the actors are 30, so they're not supposed to be like kids. They're supposed to be young adults. So Yeah, I would recommend it. I think it's really fun and just very like adventure-esque kind of almost like watching Pirates of the Caribbean or something, but just more colorful and
It's a good selling
anime-esque.
point.
So, yeah, that's my last couple of weeks. Let's hear about yours though, because you went on a nice vacation.
Yeah, we went to Sri Lanka for a wedding. Probably the hottest place I've ever been. It's just so humid. Like everywhere you walk, it just slaps you in the face as soon as you walk outside. Incredible country though, lovely people. Everyone there is just so kind. Like we did this mangrove tour where we're on a boat. We like went into these like local mangroves, which is like a like forest on a river. And you immediately once you go in, you're like cut off from the world. There's just these like beautiful environment around you, and there were just like other people just on a boat. So like like probably like late teens, early 20s, and they all just like got up like hello, welcome, enjoy,
Mm.
enjoy, and they're all just, and like we were driving away, and we asked the boat tour guy, we're like. What are they doing? And he goes, oh, underage drinking. I'm like, oh, great. They're unreal. Good on them. But everyone's just like
Classic.
so, yeah, everyone's so kind. Yeah, did that for 5 days, I think. Yeah, 5 nights. Yeah, 5 nights, which was great. It was unreal. The wedding was unreal. Halfway through the reception, which they did, they had a big marquee. Do you know? Do you call them
Mhm.
marquees? Yeah, like
Yeah.
big tent basically. Um, and halfway through, it was like a monsoon. So, like halfway through speeches, you just couldn't hear anything, any speech at all. So like, oh, we're going to take a quick break and pray that this passes over and everyone can eat food. So we did that, and it passed over, so everyone could hear the speeches after. Spiciest food I've ever had.
That's what you
Yeah,
were
there was
saying.
there was like a lamb curry, and it was black. I should have known from there, but I sat down and had like two mouthfuls, and this guy next to me, one of my friend's dads, was talking to me, and I was just like sweating, and I was like almost crying. And his name's John, but everyone calls him Nodge, which is John backwards. It's his like nickname, and I was like, Nodge, I gotta. All I said is I need bread, and I got up and I like walked over, cut the line for the buffet because it was a buffet meals. It wasn't just like it was just hilarious, and like got heaps of bread, but that was fun. But yeah, did the wedding there was unreal. It was beautiful. Then we went to Singapore for 3 nights, and we just did as much as we could in Singapore.
Hmm.
We ate at hawkers, which is like these little like food markets that are sprouted all around the city. If you go to Singapore, definitely literally just eat from there. They're unbelievable. My mate's in Singapore right now because they went there. Him and his wife arrived like literally the hour before we were taking off, and he sent me a photo because I sent him all my recommendations, and he sent me a photo of he was at a hawker and he just got food, and this is like what it looks like at all times. Like if you could see that, like look how
Oh
good that
wow.
looks.
It
That's
does
like
look
probably
really
like
good.
$6. Like
So
it's
cheap.
nothing. It's nothing. It's so good. Yes, we did that. Um, did the gardens by the bay, which if you've been to Singapore, you know it's just like these beautiful botanic gardens. But one of them is called the Cloud Forest, which now has been taken over by Jurassic World. So the whole place looks like you're going through Jurassic World, which is
So that's what
hilarious.
that photo you sent was.
Yeah, yeah, that's what that was from. That was awesome. And we did a lot of the other tourist sort of stuff, but we there was a giant car come past here.
Sorry, that was so unexpected. That never happens in my neighborhood.
It's always me, isn't it? That's
Yeah.
hilarious. We also did Universal Studios, which was so much fun. We were like we were like toying up if we should get the express pass or not,
Oh yeah.
and we did because I'm a big believer in let's just get it because you pay like an extra $80, but then you can just do
Yeah.
your day as you plan, like
It's always
as
worth
at
it.
your own pace. Um, the first line was 45 minutes long, and we just went straight through. So I'm like,
Hmm.
it's already worth it. I'm already paying $80 to not wait in one spot in 45 minutes in like Singapore heat. I'm fine. Um, so yeah, that was great. There's so much cool shit there. Like they got Minions, they got the Far Far Away Land. The Jurassic Park River Ride was closed that day, unfortunately, which is a shame. But they got like the Mummy, the
Yep. It's
Revenge
all
of the
the same
Mummy.
stuff they have in the
Yeah,
LA one.
yeah. How good's the Revenge of the Mummy ride? It's
It's
so
my
good.
favorite. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That was ours as well. That was so good. Because I went in the LA one like 10 years ago now.
They've
And it's
changed it since then.
oh really? Well, this
Was
one
it
was the
all
one
in
that
the
I remembered.
dark whenever
Yeah,
you went there?
yeah,
Okay, then
yeah.
maybe it was changed. Maybe it was longer ago than I realized. Because when I was a kid, I went and it was different than it is now.
Oh yeah, no, this one like when I went, it was all like a roller coaster. It was hectic in the dark, and
Okay,
it was the
yeah.
same here. But it was hilarious. It was good. It was good fun. It was great fun. But then the movies I watched on the plane. Oh, by the way, I saw the went to the premiere for They Will Kill You. Great
Mhm.
movie, not great, but it's really fun. I think you'd enjoy it if you. It's a great Netflix movie. So
Okay. I haven't
good
seen
way to.
anything about it, but I think I know what cover you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like a lot of people saying it was kind of marketed as Ready or Not, and I think it's more Kill Bill.
Okay.
So it's like as if Tarantino directed Ready or Not. It's like a
Hmm.
really good 3 out of 5 though. But so yeah, just go in with that. You enjoy it. But watched Zootopia 2. Great.
I
It's a
did
great
too.
movie.
I just watched it a
Really?
couple of days ago.
It's just a great movie.
I thought the
Great.
first one was better, but I still thought
Yeah.
it
Oh
was
yeah.
super
Agreed.
cute.
Agreed. I think the first one's like a 4.5. I think this is like a good 3.5 or 4.
Oh my, you just reminded me. So sorry to interrupt your movie
No, no,
watching,
no.
but I finally watched Send Help.
Yeah. What'd you give it?
4. I loved it. I thought it was amazing.
I
But
thought you
I
did it.
paid like $30 for it on digital because I was like, I want to watch this day one.
Yeah. You're a Sam
Um,
Raimi girl. I get it.
yeah, I thought Rachel McAdams fit so well into his style, and I thought she was so funny.
I remember
Loved
being
it.
at the premiere for that and being like, how is he going to put in a zombie? And he found a way. He found a way. Which
Always.
is, yeah, it's awesome. But yeah,
Anyway,
so
so what else did you watch?
Zootopia 2, and then I watched Nope, of course, on the flight home. I saw Nope, I was like, oh, this will be good to put this off the list. So watched that, and oh man, that movie is spectacular. They also watched F1, and then I watched heaps of
Hmm.
Always Sunny.
No, love that.
Um, are you up to date with Always Sunny?
Yeah.
So I'm not up to date. So I need to, but this. So I hadn't watched season 17 onwards. So I think there's 17 and 18 out. I think from
Uh-huh.
memory. Yeah. I'm watching Frank getting into a coma, and then it turns out to be just cake. Hilarious, hilarious.
So you
And
finished season 17.
no, I watched like half of season 17 on the flight.
Oh, so that's the most recent season though, right?
Oh, then yeah, then I'm only one season up. I'm on season
Okay, so
13.
have you watched the EMT episode?
That was the next one that I watched, which is so good. Where
It's my
the whole
favorite.
episode they're microdosing on
Yes.
peppers.
Yes. And the
So good.
Bambaleo and it's like an adventure episode. Like everyone's doing their own thing. It's so
And then
good.
Charlie turns into
The bear.
Jeremy
Yeah.
Allen White from The Bear. It's
Gotta
so
say
good.
yes, chef, no chef, because we're cooking food. Yeah, it's
I love it
we
when
rewatch that
because
one often.
the end of the episode where they like combined forces, where it's like they put a kitchen in the back of the
The
ambulance,
ambulance,
and they're
yeah.
going around a corner. He goes corner, like he
And
just
just
does it
adding
well.
in the lawyer, like I love when they bring back old characters to
Oh,
like
so good.
you see how many people's lives they've ruined, like Cricket and the waitress, and like it's so entertaining. I love it.
Yeah, I love with the. He's like, oh, my depth perception's bad. And he's got an eye patch, and then Frank's like, why? And he's like, because my eye. What happened to your eye? And it's like, are you kidding me? So,
You have to be more specific.
yeah.
Oh, they ruined the McPoyles as well. Like he's blind
Yeah,
because
that's
like
right.
the
They're
gang
they're
has
just
just ruined so
horrible
many
people.
lives. Yeah.
How funny is how Dee was so like just so eager just to pull the plug on
Oh, on
Frank
Frank.
when he's in
Yeah.
the coma.
It's
She's
so
like the nurse is there. She's like, is man, how long is it going to take for him to croak? Like, jeez.
so funny. I love that when we watched that the first time, I was like, that doesn't look like Danny DeVito. Like, what is happening? Am
Yeah,
I
I
going
feel the same.
crazy? And then once you know what it is, you're like, oh, duh. Okay.
Yeah, as soon as he put the finger in, I was like, oh my god, they made him cake. That's
So good.
hilarious. He comes out and goes, ta-da! I am cake. That's so good. But that is for another time. We are talking about Snatch, directed by Guy Ritchie in the year 2000. Budget of 10 mil, box office 83 mil. That's a huge
Holy
return for
shit.
a Guy Ritchie movie, especially in the early 2000s. Quick synopsis. Boxer promoters, violent bookmakers, a Russian gangster, incompetent amateur robbers, and supposedly Jewish jewelers fight to track down a priceless stolen diamond. That's kind of the entire film. They're just trying to snatch it. Ash, this is the first time you've seen Snatch. How much did you understand?
Most of the things that were said by everyone but Brad Pitt's character,
You
obviously.
like that?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, look, I really don't have a lot of Guy Ritchie experience. I know he's a big name, and I know he's made lots of movies, but it's not somebody I've really ever gone towards. Just because his movies
Wow.
usually feature like an all male cast, and it's just like they're not always really interesting to me. But
I
I was
kind of give
excited
you
to
like
watch
I'll
this.
give you like two or three that are like must watches because
Okay.
he's got heaps that like you can just go past.
Hmm.
But I'll give you like a couple that are must watches and see what you think about them.
Yeah, let me know. I had fun with this. Like the whole intro, like title card and introduction, I thought it was really like just fun and just kind of drew you in, obviously, to the style. Like they're very stylistic. I think
Yeah.
I saw somebody say it in their review, but it was like this almost like a an unpolished like Tarantino, like somebody who was really inspired by Tarantino. And I think there's definitely a lot of truth to that. It's just hard. We just watched Reservoir Dogs recently. And when I think about like a movie with a lot of aura and style and charisma that is like an all male cast, that's the movie I always compare everything to.
Yep.
So this was never going to live up to that for me. Like obviously just I like crime movies, but they really have to like Heat as well. Like they have to nail it in every way for me to like be fully locked in. So this
Yeah.
one did not nail it in every way for me, but it's a lot of fun. I thought the addition of the dog kind of being a part
The
of the whole
dad.
storyline was really entertaining.
Yeah.
Um, the dag. But I thought that the um, Jason Statham was really funny, and I thought that Benicio del Toro was actually like I was really wanting him to be in it more. It kind of felt
Same.
like a bait and switch. Like you think he's the main character,
I
and then
totally
he sort
forgot he
of
was in
isn't.
this, and then it was like the opening credits. I was like, "Holy shit, Benincio's! Oh, that's right, yeah, hell yeah."
Yeah, it's one of those movies where they kind of sell it like he's like one of the main actors, but then he kind of like he is kind of gone like within the first like 40 minutes. So it's
Was
one of
he
the it's kind
that
of
big
like
back then?
I don't know if he was. I mean, I personally don't feel like I would have known back then if he was popular. I know him
Yeah,
now because of everything he's been in, um but yeah, the cast was mostly great. Like I kept recognizing a lot of them from other stuff.
it's like Stephen Graham,
Yeah, he was so
Jason
young.
Statham.
Jason Statham was really entertaining. I love his accent always is entertaining to me. Just the way he talks is very it's so very uniquely him.
What's
Um,
happening with them sausages, Charlie?
it's
5 minutes
so good.
Turkish. It was 2 minutes 5 minutes ago. So good.
I will say, and maybe this is part of it, like this movie feels very British to me.
Very.
And
Yeah,
I
that's Guy
don't
Ritchie
that
movies. Yeah.
that's something I can't really like fully, relate to, I guess. So
Yeah.
I have a little bit of a disconnect because of that. And then it just I'm comparing it to other all male cast crime movies. So it's like it's not gonna live up, but it's still super entertaining. I'm very glad I watched it. Um, Great movie length as well. Like perfect
Yeah.
length, couldn't have
It
been any
doesn't overstay
longer,
its
any
welcome at
shorter.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that final like 10-minute sequence of kind of finding out what happened after. And then kind of just like falling into luck with the whole situation. I thought was really a
There
great
was a
like full circle.
He ate a diamond. There's a diamond in that dog.
And a squeak toy.
And a squeak toy. Yeah, I definitely I agree with you. I think this movie is really good. I do think that like if you want to, this really feels like Guy Ritchie was learning how to walk with these type of movies, but he learned how to run with Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. So
Okay.
absolutely watch that. It's kind of the exact same cast in a way, except for Brad Pitt. He's not in there, but like Jason Statham's in there. Vinnie Jones is in there. Like it's awesome. But like Vinnie Jones, I think is so good in this. He's such a good like when he's injected in this film is like the perfect time when you're like not tired of the characters, but you have the potential to get stale of them, and then you get this like immaculate character come in where
Yes.
he's just like that scene in the bar where he's just like, well, the problem is you got the word replica printed on the side of your gun. Now
Yeah.
I've got
Yeah,
Desert Eagle .50. It's so
he's
good.
very charismatic and really commands like the room whenever he's in. It's funny, I recognized him from She's the Man, funny enough, with Amanda
That's
Bynes.
hilarious.
He's the coach. And he gives off the same energy in every movie he's in. He's just like got that really like he just puts like the oomph in everything. That's the best way I can describe it.
Did you know that he
But
used
yeah.
to be a professional footballer?
That doesn't surprise me considering
Yeah.
by football, do you mean soccer or football?
Soccer. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay. Because then She's
Yeah.
the Man, he's the soccer coach. So I thought that's actually really funny.
He used to play for Chelsea. He used to play for QPR, Queens Park Rangers. But he was just really notorious with just beating people up on the field. It was very violent. So and then he just
Okay.
started turning into an actor, and he kind of just got way more money out of that, I think. Um, Well, no, I think he was very profitable in terms of his playing career. But yeah, it kind of totally makes sense now. He's 61. Good on him. I love Vinnie Jones. I think he's one of those actors where he turns up, you're in for a good time,
Yeah.
which I love him. All right, shall we get into it? But for three movies for you to watch, if for Guy Ritchie's, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, Rock and Roller, and have you seen The Gentleman?
No, I haven't seen any of these.
I reckon you would love The Gentleman. I think you would absolutely love The Gentleman. I'd put that at the top of your list just so you can get into it, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. All right. After stealing an 86-carat diamond in a heist in Antwerp, Frankie Four Fingers, also known as Benicio del Toro, by the way, Frankie Four Fingers, hilarious. So such a good nickname. That's by the way, that's one of the big things about Guy Ritchie movies is all the nicknames that people have. It's like constant. He goes to London to deliver the gemstone to a diamond dealer, Doug the Head, on behalf of New York jeweler cousin Avi, who bankrolled the whole robbery. One of the other robbers advises Frankie to first see his arms-dealing brother, ex-KGB agent Boris the Blade, to obtain a gun. Unbeknownst to Frankie, the brothers plan to rob him of the diamond, using a third party to avoid implicating themselves. Meanwhile, unlicensed boxing promoter and casino owner Turkish, which is Jason Statham, convinces local gangster Bricktop, which Bricktop's such a great character, he's such a piece of shit, head of an unlicensed boxing and dogfighting circuit, to add the matches of his boxer, Gorgeous George, to the bets at the bookies. However, when Turkish sends his partner Tommy, which is Stephen Graham, and Gorgeous George to purchase a caravan from a group of pikeys, George gets into an impromptu boxing match with Mickey, Brad Pitt, who turns out to be a bare-knuckle boxing champion and badly knocks out George in a single punch. With George injured, Turkish recruits Mickey to replace him in the upcoming match by agreeing to purchase a new caravan for Mickey's mother. Which I love this. He goes, how much money do you need? He goes, I don't need money. Caravan, though. I like caravan. It's just all about caravans with him. Bricktop agrees to the change on the condition that Mickey throws a fight in the fourth round. Boris gives Frankie a gun in exchange for a favour. Frankie is to place a bet on Boris's behalf at Bricktop's bookies, since Boris has an outstanding debt there and cannot go himself. Avi learns of this and knowing that Frankie has a gambling problem, flies to London with his bodyguard Rosebud in tow to claim the diamond. Boris hires Vinny, which is played by Robbie G, and Sol, two pawnbrokers and small-time crooks, to rob Frankie of the diamond while he's at the bookies. The robbery goes comically awry, with Sol, Vinny, and their driver Tyrone caught on camera, but managed to kidnap Frankie. Which I love this trio, when it's like he's the getaway driver. He ain't getting away from no one.
Yeah.
So good.
Those three really are entertaining.
They're so good. Instead of throwing the boxing match as instructed, Mickey knocks out his opponent in one punch. Which, to be fair, that's not really Mickey's fault there. Like, the guy took one punch and died. Not died, but knocked out. Like, you're supposed to be a really good bare-knuckle boxer. Take a punch. Causing Bricktop's investors to lose their bets. Infuriated, Bricktop robs Turkish of his savings and demands that Mickey fights again and lose this time, giving him one more chance. Meanwhile, Boris retrieves the diamond and executes Frankie, leaving Sol, Vinny, and Tyrone to dispose of the body. As they and their accomplice Bad Boy, Lincoln, which is played by Goldie again, are puzzling over how to do this, Bricktop arrives to execute them for robbing his bookies. He details to them his preferred method of body disposal, which is to feed the corpses to ravenous pigs, because he's got so many pig farmers on these books. Sol bargains for their lives by promising Bricktop the stolen diamond, and he gives them 48 hours to retrieve it. So, Ash, anything to kind of add here in the first half of the film? Because this is probably
literally half the movie.
Yeah, but that's why all this. It's a shortish film, but it's also everything just happens so quickly.
It's shortish, but is it Turkish?
Hey, nice. That was nice.
That was a pretty stupid joke. But yeah, I like the intro a lot, like I said before. I think it's really fun. I liked how like they introduced all the nicknames and like it just had so much style to it. I really love when films do like I miss that 2000s era of like really fun opening credits. I feel like there was
Agreed.
such a thing and they don't do it anymore. Now it's like so serious or they don't even do the actors' names in the beginning. They just wait till the end. But um I love it. I thought it was really fun. And I like the whole opening like scene of stealing the diamond and, them going in there and just walking through the sections of that like small bank and I just thought that was all really fun.
Oh yeah.
Um and then I feel like the only thing I have to add is just the part where the three guys are in the like booking like lobby and that woman is like they're trying to do the whole plan. That
She just
really reminded
destroys
me.
him.
She does.
She's awesome.
But like then he gets stuck and like people get accidentally injured or shot or it really reminded me of like in Pulp Fiction, like even like John Travolta accidentally shooting that kid in the car and then they have to clean it up and it causes like a derailment in the plan. It just really reminded me of that kind of style, like I said, of Tarantino. So I just thought that was really fun and really a lot of comic relief through characters making stupid decisions, which I think is really fun in crime movies. When it's not trying to be like a crime movie that's taken itself really seriously, it's like obviously comedy is an aspect of it. So I always really enjoy those like drawn out scenes where things go wrong at every turn, and
Yeah.
you get to kind of watch it unfold. I think it's really entertaining.
Oh yeah. I completely agree. Now the second part, I'm probably just going to do the entire second half of the film. Is what it is. Abby and Doug hire Bullet Tooth, which is Bullet Tooth Tony, which is Vinnie Jones, to help them find Frankie. When the lead leads to Boris, they kidnap him and retrieve the gemstone, closely pursued by Sol, Vinnie, and Tyrone again. As they're driving, Tommy carelessly throws Turkish's carton of milk out the window of their car, and it splashes over Tony's windshield, causing him to crash. Rosebud is killed, which that's so funny of the way he dies. Rosebud is killed and Boris escapes from the wreck, only to be hit by Tyrone's car. Tony and Abby regroup at a pub where they're confronted by Sol, Vinny, and Tyrone. Um, Tony quickly realizes that their pistols are replicas loaded with blanks and it intimidates them into leaving him alone. Best scene of the movie, in my opinion. I think it's so
Hmm.
the way it's edited as well, the across the gun, so fun. The wounded Boris arrives with an assault rifle and is killed by Tony, but Sol and Vinny escape with the diamond, which Vinny hides in his pants. When Tony catches up to them, they tell him that the diamond is back at the pawn shop. Once there, they run out of stall tactics and produce the diamond, which is promptly swallowed by a dog that Vinny got from the Pikeys. Avi fires wildly at the fleeing dog and accidentally kills Tony. Whoops! And he gives up his pursuit and returns to New York. Mickey refuses to fight again unless Turkish buys an even more lavish caravan for his mother, but Turkish has no money left. Furious, Bricktop has his men vandalized Turkish's gambling arcade and burn down Mickey's caravan whilst she's asleep inside it. Mickey agrees to fight in order to avoid more carnage, but gets so drunk after his mother's wake the night before that Turkish fears he might not even make it to the fourth round. If he fails to go down as agreed, Bricktop's men will execute Tommy, Turkish, Mickey, and the entire campsite of Parkies. Mickey takes a heavy beating, but makes it to the fourth round when he makes a sudden recovery and knocks out his opponent with a powerful blow. As they flee the building, Bricktop is killed by Pikeys, who have turned the tables on him. Mickey had a bet on himself to win and waited until the fourth round to allow the other Pikeys time to ambush and kill Bricktop's men at the campsite because he knew that they'll be waiting there. Which is awesome. I love how he betted on himself. I think it's fantastic. The next morning, Turkish and Tommy find the Pikey campsite deserted. They are confronted by police and don't know what to say until Vinny's dog suddenly arrives and they claim to be walking it. He just loves that dog. Here they are released while Sol and Vinny are arrested when the police find the corpses of Frankie and Tony in their car. Turkish and Tommy, there's so many names here, I know. Turkish and Tommy
Hmm.
take the dog to a veterinarian to extract a squeaky toy that it had swallowed earlier and discovered a diamond in its stomach as well. They consult Doug about selling the diamond and he calls Abby, who returns to London. I think I know a guy. That is Snatch. Snatch, what do you think? Give me a score out of 5.
Yeah, sorry, going back because there's so much.
Yeah.
I really think that one of the highlights of this film is the editing. And I think especially the editing around that scene you're talking about with the cars. I like that we get to see it from everyone's perspective. I always think that's really funny in these kind of like comical moments where you're like, how did that all just go perfectly wrong, but also perfectly right? But yeah, I loved getting to see it edited out to see everyone's, kind of perspective there. Um, the dog just popping in and out, always seeming to appear at the right and wrong time, really entertaining. When they were about to do something to that dog, though, I was about to throw hands.
But I love how Tony, Bulletooth Tony, the entire time he's like, "I'll kill anyone without anything," and he's just like, "All right, get the diamond from the dog's stomach." He goes, "What do you mean?" Like, like it is like good. Every man
So he
has his
draws the
line.
line.
Every man has his line. I was like, I
You
love
know,
that.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, absolutely not.
But yeah, no, I mean the whole like wrap up is obviously like there's not like much for me to add specifically, but I just like the way this film is edited. I think it adds a lot to not just the style, but also just something kind of like a different touch to the filmmaking style that is like different than just any other crime movie. Because you could easily put a movie out about a diamond and it getting on all the wrong hands throughout the movie and this whole boxing subplot. Like you could easily do all of that and take some of the comedy in different editing and it would just be a different movie. So I do think it added a lot of like substance and a lot of like just flash to it that made it really fun, which I'm assuming is his goal just based on what I know about his style. But yeah, I mean, I thought everyone was great. I forgot about the guy from New York, the guy who was working with not Doug, but the other guy who had the twin daughters. There's too many names, but I forgot about his character. I really enjoyed him. He wasn't in like a ton, but I thought he was really funny. Um, Obviously, that kind of like ball busting guy who's like he'll kill anybody to get what he wants. What's his? So that was really entertaining. But yeah, I think that just the wrap up of the ending, like the beginning starting there, and then the kind of full circle of like, here's how we ended up in this situation. And by the way, there was a diamond in the dog.
I
Wonder who
love that
that's
one
for.
line.
Oh, this person that's sitting right here is the person who wants it, so they can get it back to this person who actually is supposed to have
It's
it.
like
It's
it
all
all
just
kind of just worked out really well for them.
it worked out so well accidentally, which is my
Yeah.
favorite thing in crime movies when like the plan goes perfectly wrong, yet it's right
Yeah,
at
it's
the
like,
end of the day.
oh,
So,
not bad at the end, basically.
but yeah, no, I thought it was a great, entertaining movie. I gave it 3.5 stars. I definitely will check out more of his movies. I'll start with the ones you gave me, but not my favorite thing ever, but like super unoffensive, just like fun, good time.
Yeah, agreed. I give it a 4. I think there's one of those movies like the more you watch it, the more you like it. I think it's very stylistic. And it's such a Guy Ritchie thing. Is like he has a style, and that's it.
For
It's
sure.
like the editing style and just like he's very much a conversationalist. Sorry, I've got kids in my hallway just screaming right now. Not my hallway. It's weird.
Get rid of them kids.
Yeah. So if you hear that, my bad. But that's his entire style, which is I don't know. I love his style when he does it. So when there's like a Guy Ritchie movie coming out that is like it's back in London, it's gangsters. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be so good. That's why when The Gentleman was coming out and it had like Matthew McConaughey, and like all these different actors, and it's like it's back in London and it's like modern day gangsters, and I'm like, this is gonna. It's like Henry Golding and like Jeremy Strong. It's like this is gonna be so good, and I love The Gentleman. I think The Gentleman's fantastic. But definitely, yeah, Gentleman, Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels, and Rock and Roll.
Okay.
I just want to see what you think. But that is Snatch. Until next time, please go watch Nope. Jordan Peele's Nope, which is going to be good fun. Until next episode, this kid's screaming right now in the hallway. Sorry if you can hear that.
I can't hear.
Great. Until next time, we're just going to go do a quick draft for best movies that were released in the year 2000. How many do you want to do? Because there's a lot.
Well, my letterbox has decided to crash and not open, so I'm currently trying to get into the website so I can look at my. Oh, now you want to work? Okay, cool.
Now you want to work.
I don't know. What if we do like 7? I just don't want
I'm
to
happy with 7.
go too many, but yeah,
No,
just
we can
enough.
definitely do 7. Nice. All right, so best movies that were released in the year 2000. Ash, do you want to start? I'm going to give you first start. I think I know what you're going to
Sure.
pick.
I'm gonna pick my favorite movie from that year, and that's American Psycho, without a doubt.
Yes, it was between 2. So I'm going to take the other one. So I'm just writing this down. American Psycho. So if you didn't pick American Psycho, I would have picked American Psycho number one. So that's a good pick. But I'm going to do Almost Famous, which is the
I
other
would
one.
have, yeah, that's definitely up there.
I
But
think,
I've loved American Psycho for way longer. So,
hey, nothing but respect over here. Nothing but
yeah,
respect.
just a perfect movie.
It is a
You know,
fantastic
it's
movie.
funny that you said that because I wanted to get Almost Famous this time because you got it last time in the music draft, I
Yeah,
think.
that's right.
And you've
A
gotten it as
movie's
well
about a
in
band or
like,
something. A movie's
and I
about-
think you got Kate Hudson one time in like a best hair draft. You've gotten that movie in some capacity so many times, and I keep trying to
Hey, I
snag it,
gave you
but
first pick.
hey, I wanted American Psycho, so
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
fair
mad at
enough.
all.
I think that is the top one and two though, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah. Next, I would go with one that I don't think other people love as much as I do, but it's just something that have I've never been able to like not think of this movie as one of Christopher Nolan's best, and that's Memento. I
Oh,
still to this
love
day
that
think
movie.
that it is just one of his like most unique and just best done films. And I feel like it doesn't
Nice.
get as much love these days.
No, I love that pick. In speaking of love, my number two, I'm going to go In the Mood for Love. I think that movie is very good.
And who introduced you to that?
Marta. Marta did.
Remember we had her on the pod and we did that. I
Yeah.
was gonna take that, but I didn't think that you'd take it second, so I thought I had time. I should have taken that
I
second.
completely forgot it. Now I'm looking at my letterbox and I saw that. I was like, oh, that's a 2000 movie. Oh, game over.
Well, fine. Then I'm gonna take Gladiator.
Yeah, I was either that or yeah, that's fair.
My list is so film bro. Like
It is very
American
film, bro.
Psycho, Memento, Gladiator.
That's okay.
That's
All right.
amazing.
See, there is a movie that everyone rates really highly, but I'm just not going to pick it because I don't love watching it at all. So, if I'll mention
Requiem
it.
for a Dream.
Yes, you can take that last if you want. I'm not going for it.
Yeah, no, I don't want it.
I just feel gross whenever I watch that movie. I'm going to take M. Night Shyamalan's Unbreakable.
Nice. Okay, so those are the three big ones out of the way.
Fucking love Unbreakable. Unbreakable rules.
I'm trying to think of ones that I love that I think that you might take, and I just
Oh
don't know.
shit.
We have some different taste here, so I'm just gonna go with. I want to get this on the list, and I just don't know if you would take it, so I'm gonna go ahead and take Best in Show. I think it's one of Christopher Guest's best movies as far as that
Never
grouping
heard
of
of it.
people.
Never heard of
What?
Best in Show.
Okay, your
No.
homework is to watch Christopher Guest movies. You know who Christopher Guest
Oh, I
is,
know who
right?
Christopher Guest is. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. You need to watch Best in Show. You need to watch Mighty Wind and Waiting on Guffman.
You just made up three movies.
No, I didn't. These are
It
actual
sounds like
movies.
you
They're
made
all
them up.
mockumentary style and they're
I don't believe you.
hilarious.
I don't believe you. But no, I will.
Okay.
I will definitely watch it. Um, I can't believe I forgot this came out in 2000. I'm going to take How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
I almost took that, but I thought maybe you had liked Best in Show and seen it. Damn it.
No, I had no idea what the fuck that movie is.
Okay, well, just because you're unpredictable today and I have not been able to predict anything you've done, I'm going to go ahead and snag one of the best movies to come out that year, and that's Bring It On.
Oh, see, that would be on my list. That would be on my list. Did this come
It's a
out?
five-star
No.
film.
Okay, so I saw The Green Mile was on a list, but that came out in 99.
Yeah, that's
Came
weird.
out in 99.
I thought it was 98, actually.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't 2000s. That's for damn sure. I think it was just I'm looking at box office lists. I think it was re-released maybe. Um, yeah. Oh. Well. Okay. Is this where I take this one? I could take it right now and be safe, but I like living by the edge a little bit. No, I'm going to take it now. I'm going to take the original Scary Movie. Scary Movie 1.
Nice. Okay, we
Very
have two more
revolutionary.
left.
Yep.
It is very revolutionary. They had to make it because Scream was so good that they had to be like, no, we actually need to make a parody now.
It's just too good.
I am going to take
Oh my god.
a movie that I have loved since childhood that still holds up to this day. The badass Aaron Brockovich.
That was on my list. I was going to pick that either next or last. So, yep, that was definitely going to go. Aaron Brockovich. Oh my god. Sorry. I'm
The only thing that
talking
needs to go
U-words.
is Aaron Eckhart's wig in that movie.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's bad.
Oh my god.
I can hear it now. How dare they on Easter morn?
They're just going into their house. There'll be like 20 seconds, I think.
You know, sometimes we do our best, but
I heard it all. We're good. Yeah.
okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ. They don't know that I'm recording, so it's fine. Oh my god, was this released in 2000? Oh, game over. For my sixth pick, I'm picking Remember the Titans.
I knew you were gonna pick that.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Is this my last one now?
Yeah, both got a pick.
Okay. There's a couple others that I'll give as an honorable mention real quick. Or actually, I'll wait till you're done. But my last pick is going to be an extremely goofy movie.
Oh, sick. Wait. Did this come out?
That's the second one, the one where he goes to college.
Yeah, no. I'm thinking about the movie that I'm going to pick.
Oh.
Extremely goofy movie. Great pick, by the way. I'm going to pick The Emperor's New Groove.
That was going to be one of my honorable mentions. I love that movie.
Yeah, Emperor's New Groove rules. Ash, you had American Psycho, Memento, Gladiator, Best in Show, Bring It On, Aaron Brockovich, an extremely goofy movie. I had Almost Famous, In the Mood for Love, Unbreakable, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Scary Movie, Remember the Titans, Emperor's New Groove. What a fucking mix of movies.
All just great films. I would say honorable mentions to Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Yep.
Chicken Run.
Meet the Parents.
Meet the Parents. The original Final Destination, just because it's iconic.
The Patriot.
Myself and Irene, which is
Gone in
kind of
60
entertaining.
Seconds. Castaway.
Road Trip. Yeah, Castaway. Snatch,
Scream 3.
obviously. Scream 3. Charlie's Angels.
Yep. Stuart Little.
Little Nicky.
Road Trip.
Road Trip. Yeah, Coyote Ugly.
Oh, yeah. Fantasia.
Not a great movie, but maybe iconic. Dude, Where's My Car?
Oh, yeah, that movie's awesome. Talented Mr.
Bedazzled.
Ripley.
With
Galaxy
Brendan
Quest.
Fraser and
Oh, yeah.
Galaxy Quest.
Road to El Dorado.
Big
Toy
Mama's
Story
House.
2.
No, that came out in '99.
Did it? I'm just looking at the box office. It might have been re-released.
Trust me, I would have taken that.
Yeah, it was released in... This is going for the box office from November 1999 to July, so it would have been like early in the year that it got heaps of money.
And the OG Barbie movie, Life Size, with Lindsay Lohan.
Oh yeah, nice. Well, that is another episode of the Loved at the Movies podcast. Remember, next week, please watch Nope. Whoops. Until next time, Harry, that's Ash. Loved at the Movies. We'll see you at the movies.